Right now at 6, a woman pleads not guilty to being an alleged member of an Eau Claire drug ring. And a Holman woman receives recognition for her work on the family farm.
You're watching WKDT La Crosse. This is News 8 Now at 6.
Good evening, everyone, and thanks for joining us for News 8 Now at 6. I'm Ken Kozarowski. An alleged member of an Eau Claire drug ring is pleading not guilty in Eau Claire County Court today. Elena Sosa Ochoa is charged with 1 count each of conspiracy to commit possession with intent to deliver more than 40 grams of cocaine and threats to injure or accuse of a crime. According to the criminal complaint, Sosa Ochoa allegedly tried to help her son, Hector Jimenez Sosa, recover cocaine that he had sent to an ex-girlfriend's address. At her arraignment this morning, Sosa Ochoa pled not guilty to all charges. Her attorney also said he intends to file a motion to separate Sosa Ochoa's case from her co-defendants. She's currently being held on a $250,000 cash bond. Not a bad Friday for the Coulee region, but things could get a little chillier over the next couple of days. Let's get the latest from Greg.
Yeah, not a bad way to end the week with the 50s. Actually 60 degrees at La Crosse and mid-50s up in Eau Claire. So once again, very mild conditions, but that's probably going to be the last time we see the 50s. Well, pretty much most part for at least another good week here. As temperatures overall this evening still very quite mild with a few clouds out there, so really no issues this evening on either location across the region. We're going to get down to the mid-40s at 11 p.m. with that south wind starting to pick up a little bit. We do have a front that's going to be approaching. More clouds as we get up towards Eau Claire towards later in the night, and those winds will start picking up a little bit, but still very mild conditions. Right now we're tracking, and there is a front up to the north, but region-wise it's still fairly mild up there. You really got to go far north to get up into the area where the front is actually there, and it's beginning to dig further south, and we'll see cloud cover at least initially overnight, and then eventually we'll see more temperatures begin to fall as we get towards tomorrow. But overnight, the temperatures will remain mild with those cloud cover and that wind. It'll keep them predominantly up into the 40s, but that front does start coming through towards the morning hour. We might see a shower or two for further northern areas, but otherwise should remain dry, but the winds will start picking up. But you look at the temperature, still in the 40s at 7 a.m., but that'll be probably the last time we see that warm conditions, because once the winds stop on Saturday, although continue for Sunday, we have colder conditions for St. Patrick's Day, and we're talking about some wind chills that'll make it more feel like probably end of February instead of March.
Yeah, a little frigid.
It's going to be a frigid couple days.
All right, brace yourselves, everybody. Thank you, Greg. Local energy cooperatives are disappointed a bipartisan bill on transmission lines didn't make it through the legislature. Republicans wrote a bill that gives local energy operators the right of first refusal for future transmission projects. Now, the Midwest Region Group MISO that oversees electric transmission in the region is in the process of planning $20 billion worth of high voltage projects that are going to be up for bidding. Now, a right of first refusal law in Wisconsin would have given local groups like Dairyland Power Cooperative the first shot to try and build and maintain those new projects. Dairyland supports the bill because they say local co-ops are already in the best position to develop those new high-quality lines. Opponents of the bill say it would have restricted the bidding competition. But Dairyland's executive VP says the company who bids the lowest isn't guaranteed to follow through on that promise.
The low bidder could come in and make a inappropriately low bid to win the project and then not be able to deliver at the bid price. And then, of course, to get the infrastructure built, you'll have to factor in what it's really going to cost, which then all get pushed back onto the local ratepayers.
Porth says without a ROFR law in place, these new project lines could get caught in a lengthy federal bidding process, and then out-of-state bidders could take away benefits for Wisconsin utility consumers. The city of La Crescent is receiving a grant from the DNR to restore a creek. The Minnesota DNR awarded the city $500,000 in order to restore a portion of Pine Creek just west of downtown. The project has a few goals, including resloping the banks, stabilizing the curves, and removing trees to plant new ones. These will be done with the goal of keeping sediment out of the water.
Well, the sediment has a detrimental effect on both the water clarity, so you're getting less clear water. You'll get warmer water, which is not good for aquatic species, particularly fish, aquatic invertebrate species that fish eat. So those are benefits of trying to keep that sediment out of the water.
The project is set to start at the end of this year and is expected to take about 3 years to finish. Coulee Christian had a grand opening for their new high school today. The building was donated to the school a couple of years ago and has since been under renovation. They were able to renovate half of the building for the high school and are set to renovate the other half in the coming years to be the middle school. Before the new school, all grades K through 12 were housed in the same building. The school board president says it's good for the high schoolers to have their own space.
This allows it to feel a lot more like high school. They're not commingling with first graders, third graders, seventh graders. They're able to be here. We have dedicated science classrooms, and it allows them to have a lot more of a true high school educational experience.
The next step for Cooley Christian is to break ground on a gymnasium that they hope to have done in a year. A woman is being recognized in Holmen for her dedication and hard work on her family farm. News 8 Now's Michael Germain was at the celebration and has the story.
It was a bittersweet moment at the Harton House Assisted Living Facility in Holmen today. June Heineck, who grew up in Pittsville, is finally getting the recognition she deserves. June Heineck grew up in Pittsville, Wisconsin, but during her sophomore year of high school, everything changed. While her father dealt with severe health issues, June would have to balance hours of farm chores with high school. And after a while, she got burned out. She eventually made the decision to not finish high school, but that changed today. The Pittsville High School principal and other community members presented June with a varsity letter in agriculture. June's son reflects on his mother's fond memories of her time spent on the farm.
She talks about it like it was one of the best times of her life. So hard work, family, friends is what life is about to her, and we learned that as well.
Finally getting the recognition for the sacrifices she made. June's son adds that her mother never complained about her time on the farm and that she always put her family first.
All right, Michael Germain live in studio. Thank you, Michael. Well, tonight is opening night for the La Crosse Community Theater's production of The Odd Couple. This comedic play following the story of two recently divorced men who become roommates. The show runs tonight through Sunday and then next Thursday through Sunday. Sunday shows start at 2 p.m. All other shows begin at 7:30. Tickets range from $12 to $37. You can purchase those in person at the box office or on the La Crosse Community Theater's website. We'll have relevant links on our digital platforms. A Wisconsin bus driver is being praised for his quick thinking when he saw a half-clothed toddler running down a busy street. That driver is now speaking out about the incident last month. As Elaine Rojas Castillo reports, the driver has children of his own and says that compelled him to jump into action.
I got scared and it instantly went daddy mode.
Keon Finkley has driven his bus all around Milwaukee for more than 4 years.
Capitol Drive is one of the most dangerous streets. I live on Capitol Drive and I know how bad it can be.
He says he was in the middle of his route when he spotted something he couldn't believe.
They trained us to look 2 or 3 blocks ahead, able to know everything around us. When I seen the little boy that started to come out 830 Capitol from my right side, they started running in traffic.
In this surveillance footage, you can see the little boy walking barefoot along the road. Seconds later, Keon pulls over into the bike lane and scoops the toddler out of the way before he can make his way to the intersection.
I got scared and I instantly I need to get there and angle my bus and get him on my bus so I can keep him safe.
After placing the boy in his seat while they waited for police, Keon says he couldn't help but think about his own 4 children.
That could be my son somehow got the house and I didn't want somebody to be there for my son, so I had to be there for that boy and treat him like he was my son at that time. Protect him the best I can to please get there.
MCTS says the little boy was the 14th child one of their drivers has saved in recent years.
Milwaukee police say the boy was not hurt and they were able to safely reunite him with his family. A judge overseeing the 2020 election interference case in Georgia decides that prosecutor Fani Willis can stay on. His ruling and why he says a member of the prosecution must withdraw.
Bygoff and Rohde had your back then, and we have your back now. We've been Wisconsin's personal injury powerhouse for over 50 years. Bygoff and Rohde. Serious injuries need serious lawyers.
Get solar and get saving with Olson Solar Energy in the La Crosse area.
When you're talking to someone and you call someone at Olson Solar, it's not someone in Utah, it's not someone in California, it is someone local right here. By doing that, we control the entire process. So we control the project management, we control the design, we control the installation, the electric, the hookup, permitting, and that really sets us apart.
Stop into our location near you or give us a call and ask us about our Earth Day promo.
It's the Early Buy Outdoor Sale at Drury's in Fountain, Minnesota. Patio dining sets, sofas, and love seats, even loungers, they're all on sale. Take advantage of the biggest discounts of the year on outdoor special orders guaranteed. It's the perfect time to get what you want the way you want it. Plus, we'll give you free delivery on your outdoor furniture. Want it right away? We've got all our favorites in stock at pre-season prices. Big discounts and free delivery on outdoor furniture at Drury's in Fountain, Minnesota.
It's a textbook case. Out of sight, out of mind.
Couldn't they see the signs?
Here, look at the autopsy report. The signs are all there. A plugged vent, rust buildup, dirty flame sensor, and loose wiring. No sign of maintenance. The list goes on and on.
What about the filter?
Don't get me started on the filter.
Well, what does your gut tell you, Rook? Gotta be someone close to the victim. Someone with access. I know who our suspect is.
If you suspect something is up with your HVAC system, call G&T Heating and Air Conditioning today.
By Goff and Rohde, we've been Wisconsin's personal injury powerhouse for over 50 years, and we have the #1 personal injury attorney in Eau Claire. By Goff and Rohde, serious injuries need serious lawyers.
A special prosecutor in former President Trump's election interference case in Georgia has resigned. Nathan Wade had been romantically involved with Fulton County District Attorney Fani Willis, and the judge overseeing the case ruled one of them had to go. Willie James Inman has the latest.
Special Prosecutor Nathan Wade submitted his resignation to Fulton County District Attorney Fani Willis Friday, urging the team to continue its work in the election interference case they've built up against former President Donald Trump. Earlier, the judge in the case ruled either Wade or Willis needed to withdraw because their past relationship created an appearance of impropriety. Wade's resignation allows Willis to remain on the case.
Her office and her remaining on this case continues to taint the case, no matter how good a prosecutor she might turn out to be, because the public now may not trust the process.
In a statement, former President Donald Trump's attorney disagreed with the judge's decision and vowed to use all legal options available to dismiss the case. 18 others are also charged in the case. 4 have pleaded guilty, including Kenneth Chesborough. His former attorney expects the defendants will appeal.
For all of the defendants in this case, I'm sure it's a sad day because it really just shows that while if they make mistakes, they might get prosecuted for it. If Fani Willis and her team make mistakes, if they lie under oath, if they show bad judgment, there's absolutely no consequences.
The ruling comes days after the judge dismissed 3 of 13 counts against Trump in the indictment. But the case remains intact for now. One of 4 criminal cases the former president faces as he tries to unseat President Biden. Willie James Inman, CBS News, Washington.
Trump's New York trial on charges related to hush money paid to a porn star was supposed to start later this month, but it's been delayed by 30 days. A new groundbreaking colon cancer test. How a new blood test is revolutionizing cancer screenings in just a few minutes.
And although Saturday will be windy, we're definitely looking at a cold, chilly St. Patrick's Day, and that'll extend into early next week. But we do have some warmer temperatures coming for the first day of spring next Tuesday. I'll time that all out and show how cold we'll actually get. That coming up on your First Warn Weather update after the break.
Celebrate and save at Ashley's Anniversary Sale with Hot Buys, your choice of colors starting at just $3.99. Or shop new looks for less with 0% interest until March 2029 on in-store purchases. Celebrate and save today, only at Ashley.
We forge steel bars that hold up bridges, propel ships, and send rockets into space.
But for years, China's been lowballing their prices,
so it's been tough to compete.
We can't let China steal Wisconsin jobs, so I wrote a law to require American infrastructure projects use American iron and steel.
Tammy Baldwin got President Trump to sign her Made in America bill.
And then she got President Biden to make it permanent.
I'm Tammy Baldwin. I approve this message.
Tammy Baldwin has our back.
To everyone who believes in tradition, come enjoy a few of ours from Wisconsin.
People in Wisconsin love a good fish fry.
Really love. And we love sharing it with guests everywhere.
At Culver's, we still batter our North Atlantic cod by hand to order.
And we cook it to a crispy, golden perfection just for you.
For you.
For you.
So it's crispy outside, flaky inside.
Let us take care of you. With some homegrown traditions we were raised on.
From Wisconsin with love.
Welcome to Delicious.
What I love about T-Mobile is that just about anywhere you go, you're going to have coverage.
Where I live is a rural area. The coverage has been awesome.
Reliable coverage is super important for me, for my business.
And after investing billions to light up our network from big cities to small towns, T-Mobile is America's largest and fastest 5G network. See for yourself. Try T-Mobile's network free for 3 months. Your phone, our network, no strings.
Whether you're looking for a lake home, a second home, or your first home, let Town & Country Housing introduce you to quality living in our factory-built homes. Town & Country Housing has homes that will meet your style and budget. Tour our model homes to see how spacious and grand living can be when you let us reinvent your space. Our homes are built with energy efficiency in mind and environmentally friendly products. You pick your dream home, and we take care of the rest. Your dream home is waiting. Come personalize your amenities and start living your best life. Town & Country Housing, Chippewa Falls.
Celebrate and save at Ashley's Anniversary Mattress Sale. Bring home a new Ashley Sleep Mattress starting at $250. Plus, for a limited time only, receive a free adjustable base with select mattress purchases. Visit your local Ashley store or ashley.com to celebrate and save today.
Expect more from News 8 Now. Thanks for watching.
There's a potential game changer in the fight against colon cancer. A promising study published in the New England Journal of Medicine found a new blood test is able to detect 83% of colon cancer tumors. Colon cancer, which is on the rise among younger adults, is the second leading cause of cancer-related deaths in the U.S. Dr. John LaPook, who specializes in gastroenterology, called the blood test potentially a big deal because of its ease, but had some concerns.
I was a little disappointed that only about 2/3, 11 of 17 patients who had the stage 1, the very earliest, were picked up. Still, something is better than nothing. It still remains to be seen whether or not, how widely this is going to be used, how expensive is it going to be.
The FDA is considering whether to approve the blood test. According to the American Cancer Society, people at average risk for colon cancer should start screening at age 45. Dr. LaPook says colonoscopies are still the gold standard because they can detect cancer at its earliest, most treatable stage. Well, if you plan on celebrating St. Patrick's Day on Sunday, you might want to bundle up. Let's get the latest forecast from Chief Meteorologist Greg Barnhart.
Yeah, definitely going to bundle up. Tomorrow, if you do any type of celebration for St. Patrick's Day, it's going to be the wind. It'll be really the story. But for St. Patrick's Day, actually, we're looking at mid-30s, really temperatures that we usually will see at the end of February to early March. This doesn't factor in the wind chill, which the winds will still be going on, so there'll definitely be a wind chill that day, so definitely bundle up. But for tonight, it's a different story. It's actually going to be fairly mild. Temperatures will actually be warmer than what we'll expect for highs on Sunday as you wake up in the 40s for most locations. We have that front that's coming through. You can kind of see the wind change going on right there at about 6 a.m. There might be a few showers with this, but I think most areas will stay dry. I think a better shot at maybe some showers will be towards the afternoon or further north towards Ladysmith. But overall, most of the area will probably remain dry, but you could see a sprinkle or even a flurry with the temperatures. We'll get up to the 40s probably by maybe 50s by noon. Then the temperatures will kind of be holding steady or slowly falling during the afternoon, especially further north you go. As we go throughout the evening, still a few showers potentially up to the north. And then for the evening, the winds will start to die off a little bit, but temperatures will start falling back into the 30s for Saturday evening. And this is a time frame really when you'll start feeling that wind chill kind of kick in too, especially as we go overnight. Speaking of the winds, they'll be 10 to 15 in the morning hour, but by noon we're looking at probably 15 to 20, and then the afternoon probably 20 to 25, and especially higher elevations, exposed areas, you'll see that wind. Gusts potentially 30 or even 35. So once again, really blustery type of conditions in the afternoon. They will continue through the evening hour. They may drop off a little bit overnight Saturday, but we're still expecting breezy conditions in through St. Patrick's Day. And that's going to really factor in then with the wind chill as we go through Saturday evening. We'll be back in the 20s for teens, wind chills by 10 p.m. But then as you wake up on Sunday, you're looking at single digits to teens. There might even be a few spots that get close to 0 with the wind chill. So it's definitely going to feel cold even end of February like as you wake up. Throughout the day on Sunday, we're still looking at maybe the teens, getting back up with the wind chill continuing as temperatures then climb up to the 30s. So it's going to be a cold Sunday, St. Patrick's Day, and the cold conditions continue for Monday, but we are going to start seeing the winds begin to turn around, so we should see temperatures moderate back up to at least the 40s by Tuesday, maybe 50s by Wednesday as we start getting to the first full day of spring. But we do have some active weather coming for the second half of next week, and right now there's a lot of questions, but we do have a couple systems coming through by Wednesday and Thursday, kind of a split flow going on here. So we have one system to the north, one to the south that's going to come through the area at some point Wednesday, late Wednesday, Thursday, and maybe into Friday. Right now, a lot of questions remain on exactly, are we going to get one of these two? Will they combine and form a nice bigger system, or will we skip through and not see much of anything? But we are looking at some more active weather towards the second half, and we'll break that down as we get closer to it. But for tonight, we're looking at really actually mild conditions, 40s, upper 30s. The winds will start picking up overnight. The clouds will start increasing towards the morning hour. That front does come through. A lot of these high temperatures will be probably closer to noon or this really early afternoon before we start falling. And the wind will be the story, 25 to 30, gusting higher in the afternoon. And then Sunday, it just gets cold on St. Patrick's Day with wind chills, single digits, teens. And then that continues on through Monday. And then as we approach the first day of spring, which is late Tuesday evening, we'll see temperatures get back up to the 50s, and then it starts getting more unsettled as we get towards the second half of next week.
Sure.
So it's going to feel quite cold for a couple days, but it's short-lived. Well, you know, we're already spring, so we'll warm up pretty quickly after that.
All right. Thanks, Greg. Coming up next in sports, the Badgers are back in action for the Big Ten tournament, and the West Salem Panthers battling over at the Kohl Center for state. Cade's got the highlights next.
Proper installation of your new windows make a difference. The team at Clear Choice Window and Home Solutions are factory trained to make sure your windows are installed to last. Call or stop into the showroom for your free estimate.
Liven up your backyard with help from Menards. Enchant your backyard and attract a wide variety of birds with Black Oil Sunflower Seed. It's a great choice for all songbirds to enjoy. A 50-pound bag is $19.99 after rebate. Illuminate your backyard. All Patriot Lighting outdoor motion sensing lights are on sale. They bring on-demand illumination, adding safety and security to your home. This Brock outdoor wall light is $29.98 after 11% rebate.
Save big money at Menards.
Are you or a loved one having troubles getting in and out of the bathtub safely? Has the high cost of remodeling left you without options? I'm Tim with Tri-State Tub to Shower Conversions, and I've been serving the Tri-State area since 1992. And I would love to make your bathing experience safe and affordable. We use your existing tub and remove the front section for easy accessibility. And for an affordable cost, call today.
Got some good advice for you today. If a stranger calls you and tells you you've won a prize, or tells you you're in trouble with the law, or tells you that your grandson is in a Texas jail, hang up. You're being scammed. They're going to eventually ask you for money, and once you give them this money, it's gone. It's gone forever, and nothing can be done. So if you're ever tempted to give one of these folks money, call me, and I'll talk you through the scam, and let's save your money.
Back by popular demand, direct from Las Vegas, from the creators of Oh What a Night, 4x4. 4 exciting performers live. 4x4 with that feel-good music you grew up with. A fabulous tribute to the Beach Boys, the Beatles, the Bee Gees, and Motown in one great show. 4x4.
Tuesday, April 16th, 7:30 p.m. at the Pablo Center in Eau Claire. Get your tickets now.
Covering all of the exciting action from your community, here's News 8 Now Sports with Cade Overton.
Welcome to News 8 Now Sports. We had a big afternoon of basketball with the Badgers playing in the Big Ten tournament and the West Salem Panthers in action at the Boys State basketball tournament for the 3rd straight year. For the first time, they're at state in Division II up against the 3-time defending state champs, Pewaukee. And Nick Janowski came out on fire. Goes off the glass for 2. Pirates up early. Then a few minutes later, Janowski again, step back, fade away, knocks it down. The Nebraska commit would finish with a 28-point triple-double. Panthers trying to stay in it. Tamarian Henderson goes to the corner. One more pass to Joe Sullivan. The three-pointer is good, but the Panthers still trail. Henderson not giving in. Drive, spins, fade away. That's good for 2. Panthers cut into the lead, but Pewaukee just too much for West Salem to overcome. Janowski spins, uses the offhand, gets it to fall as the Pirates take down the Panthers 89-69, and West Salem season comes to an end. Big Ten tournament quarterfinals. Badgers taking on Northwestern. First half, Max Klesmet open for 3. That falls. Badgers take the lead. Now down 9, but they would start to heat up. Steven Crowell for 3. That finds the bottom of the net. Cuts the lead to 6. Later in the half, Badgers now up 3. AJ Storr drives up the middle, splits the defense, lays it in for 2 of his 30 points on the day. Second half, Northwestern keeping it close. Storr, step back 3, gets it to fall, and then 60 seconds later, John Blackwell working the screen, feeds it inside to Crowell, and he throws down the big two-handed slam. Wisconsin would start to pull away. Crowell again from deep. Another three-pointer. Badgers get the win 67-61. They'll face Purdue in the semifinals tomorrow. Tonight at the Lacrosse Center, we've got the NCAA D3 Wrestling quarterfinals. Action's already underway. 5 UWL Eagles in action looking to secure a spot in the semifinals. I'll be making my way over there after the show, and I'll have highlights tonight. Some bad baseball news. Devin Williams out for around 3 months due to 2 stress fractures in his back. Williams said he pitched with some discomfort last season, but during this spring, it was too much. And the good news is the current belief in the clubhouse is he'll make a full recovery and return around June. But now the big question is who's going to take his spot. In the meantime, a couple of guys in there that could do the job, but I mean, it's just not the same without him.
It really is a big loss. Yoel Payamps was the 8th inning guy last year. You figure he might have the lead just in terms of seniority, but Abner Uribe can also touch 100-mile-an-hour fastball. So
might not be one guy, might be a couple of guys, but we'll see how they do.
Yeah.
All right, thanks for staying with us. We'll be right back.
See the stories you missed or watch them again on our YouTube page. Or find us at news8000.com.
Earn a 25-cent Hy-Vee fuel saver for every $40 you spend this Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. That's a 25-cent fuel saver for every $40. Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, only at Hy-Vee.
You made a cow.
Actually, it's a piggy bank. My inspiration to start saving.
How about a more solid way to save?
I'm listening.
Well, BMO helps get your savings habit into shape with a cash reward every month you save.
Cash reward?
And there's a cash bonus when you open a new checking account to get you started.
Wow. Anything you can't do?
Mugs.
Searching for gold at the end of the rainbow? Well, you can find it here at the King Furniture St. Patrick's Day sale. Get Shamrock with savings up to 60% off, plus 0% free financing, recliners, sofas, sectionals, and more. It's all here and it's all in stock and ready to be delivered. Plus, shop special savings in our incredible Lazy Boy Showcase. Let the shenanigans begin at the King Furniture St. Patrick's Day sale. Don't miss it.
Earn a 25-cent Hy-Vee fuel saver for every $40 you spend this Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. That's a 25-cent fuel saver for every $40. Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, only at Hy-Vee.
All right, tomorrow definitely is going to be the wind, will be the story, and then Sunday, St. Patrick's Day, it's the cold temperatures, the wind chill. We do warm up by spring, which comes late Tuesday. Unsettled weather maybe the second half of next week.
All right, thanks for joining us tonight at 6. Hope to see you again at 10.